You would have
Like, I don't-
droves of women joining the North Korean army to be shot.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious. It both feels like I try to think like, if I were to be shot by somebody, would I feel better or worse about being shot by a member of BTS?
You know what? You're right.
Like, I don't know. At one point I'm like, damn, I lost to a BTS member. But on the other hand, it's like, holy shit, I died. I was killed by a member of BTS.
And if it was recorded, like if like that, if people knew what happened, then it would be on their wiki page. You'd be immortalized as the person who was killed by Jimin.
Yeah, exactly. It makes me wonder. I don't know if you've heard the story of, like, you know, the whatever Schwarzschild was the first guy to solve
I will make sure
Einstein's.
Go back to your Blue Mage appearances. So I'm gonna save them just in case. I can do this like normally. Just get.
Yeah, I see you haven't beat Gogo yet.
Huh? I haven't what?
Beat Gogo.
Beat Gogo?
Yeah, like the final trial in.
I haven't beat
Masked Carnival.
Yeah, I'm not very good at Masked Carnival, honestly.
I did it recently. Once you know what to do, it's pretty easy. It just takes like 10 minutes to do.
Is that how you get the staff?
The glowy, the one that I have right now, yeah. And then you can. So the nice thing about this one, and the reason I actually did it was to get the melding slots. You can meld it.
Oh, that's good.
And then there's a special version where if you do not get any vuln stacks, then I think it's if you don't get any vuln stacks and you do it within a certain amount of time, you get a glowy bomb.
Oh, is that how you get the glowy bomb?
Yeah.
I don't really want the glowy bomb though, to be honest.
Honestly, neither do I. I like this one.
Yeah, I think that one would probably be the coolest on my outfit. This one's pretty good too, though. I don't mind this one either.
I do like that one. The plain one is nice.
Oh, I almost
but the glowy one.
But the one that you have is probably the best for my outfit.
Yeah.
Although again, this one also, like the white and blue.
I like the white. The white is nice.
Yeah.
The detail on it, because when weapons go glowy in this game, a lot of detail is lost. So.
Yeah. I still prefer it, but you know.
I don't know which one I like more, if the glowy one or the non-glowy one.
It was kind of fun. I see you got into Blue Mage. You didn't do any Blue Mage.
No, I had Blue Mage level. I was like semi into Blue Mage.
Form? Yeah?
Yeah, it's not fun.
What? What?
Wait, oh, shit, which one is that? Waxing...
Oh, that's Moon Flute.
Moon Flute. Do I have
Wait,
Moon Flute?
Oh, no! Oh, no, you're not.
I know I have Moon Flute somewhere, I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't have it on my hotbar.
Oh, no!
I've always been, like, semi into Blue Mage, but, like... I just really wanted to get the Gogo. And then I was like, alright.
Oh wait, shit, I didn't mean to fuck. What did I just remove?
Blue Mage is the content that I'm like, I'll do it eventually. I really do want to do it. It's fun. But
yeah, I wanna like raid on it. But it's
yeah, I
hard
want to do the yeah. But we need to get a group.
I mean, we now have several people. Lukewarm's now a little bit interested.
Oh, and I know Mew is
I've-
interested as well.
I've been interested in it for a while. I'm not like good at it, but I'm interested.
Same.
I know I have to complete the thing, but I always struggled to get the spells. Although I have a lot of the important ones.
Bastion slot requires Eureka, which I don't.
I have actually some pretty good spells now. I have, like,
I'll do Eureka
Flurry,
eventually.
I have Big Kick. I don't have Missile. I need to get.
Oh, you got Phantom Flurry?
Yeah, I got Phantom Flurry.
Ooh, nice.
What else did I get? Well, obviously.
Remember, I could not. This is a bit random, but I was trying to figure out. I decided to like immediately assign a character Blue Mage in Final Fantasy V because I was like, oh, Blue Mage is funny, and but I could not for the life of me learn any spells. It was so annoying. Like you had to like hit learn at the right time or something.
Go back. Oh. Oh,
All right.
oh wait, let me set my plot up.
Bitty Duckbill.
Oh, cutscene.
They've just been watching people like dance for the last
What have
hour.
we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Cathesis? Mistress Vana, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Cathesis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes' doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Catesis scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capability. And consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, Hermes is willing to enact judgment. I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop our path. With that enabling spell in place, we're not likely to be at our fighting best.
Okay.
And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent to course a good use. We're fairly skilled at spotting weakness. Well, fairly skilled? Now you've gone and raised our concentration. You all need only make the most of your strength. I will fill in the gaps. Oh my god, wait, trusts! They're gonna be our trusts,
Yeah.
right? I was once a Zem after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my own lack of prowess already. And you, Emitzel, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You allow potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts.
I want to do this dungeon with you guys, but also I highly recommend you guys do it with
please
trusts.
do
Yeah, I
the
was
trust,
thinking-
please
Yeah, do it with the trust if you.
Hey, let's all go in with trusts.
Yeah.
We can all
Except
do it
I
as
can't
Your
do
tale
any
led
with-
us here, so 'tis only right that the two of you now lead us. No matter what lies ahead, we will all win through. We will win through to Hermes and Medion, and then we will face the future together.
Now you will do
But
it
now
with
it's so
trust.
HD.
Yeah. So Emmett Selk is Dark Knight, Black Mage. Vana is White Mage.
Dancer, White Mage,
Dancer.
and
Dancer, White Mage, and Paladin.
Paladin. Yeah,
And then Hitlo
And-
is Bard,
Bard.
because of course he is.
Wait,
Oh,
so
oh,
we're,
this is the part.
are
Hold
we
on.
actually doing this on trusts?
Yeah, well, let's do it on trust. Let's do it on trust.
I think it's thematically it's really good with trusts.
Mhm.
You know, it works well. Also, when you
Alright,
go into the
that's fair.
trust menu, can you spam Vana's portrait for me? That's
I wish you could go in with multiple people though in the trust and then fill it out.
Yeah, right.
But you can't do that.
yeah, that would be cool.
Or like go in with a
Oh.
full party and just have them like
I
run
can
along
understand
with you.
why
You
they
know?
don't because I can understand why they don't because of the way. the
All right, I
trust
guess I
program
gotta leave the party,
really
right?
Yeah.
has damage skills depending on how much damage you do,
Mm.
and that would be hard for players.
So
But, like,
when you go into the menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please spam Vana's portrait for me. I beg of you.
I
Just,
beg
like,
of you.
spam click it. If you do it with trusts, tank will be fastest. but
I don't have a
also
tank.
it's really fun to watch MSL tank.
Mhm.
That would be funny.
Do you
Yeah,
think,
do it.
do you
Just
think
let him
Emmett is
tank.
actually ripped enough to carry the Dark Knight sword?
You impressed?
Okay.
She's very much
What are you,
impressed.
what are you talking about?
Spam Venots, like select her
Okay,
and unselect.
So, yeah, select enter and then spam click banana.
Spam click Venot. Just spam click her. Part. Are you doing it? No, yeah, look, you.
I'm doing it. I hear it. Wait, I want to hear it on your stream. I'm wondering if it sounds any different.
Is
No,
that what you
it's the
expected?
same. It's the same.
Is this what you expected, Lukewarm?
No.
Are you impressed nonetheless?
I mean, she's spamming it, so yeah.
She spammed a lot faster than I was. Didn't work as well.
Ribs and Meeple were thoroughly unimpressed with me.
Let's get this over with.
If you spam Emmet, if you spam Emmet, please spam Emmet.
Just sighs.
He just died.
My
Like,
fingers.
Let's get this over with.
That's worse. Her fingers tired as well.
Oh, mommy's like really
Let's get
demanding.
this over with. Can scarcely
He's just
contain my
sighing.
excitement.
If you just spam
Can
Emmet, he's just,
scarcely
he's
contain
just
my excitement.
spamming. Just
By the way, do you think Dark Knight Emmett
Can
is
scarcely
actually
this
ripped
over
to
with.
carry that Dark Knight sword, or he does he just carry away magic?
Can scarcely contain my excitement.
You just use
Emmett
magic.
Selk is one of those characters who is definitely like secretly ripped.
Alright,
I'm the
enough.
complete opposite. I
Enough
think
with
he
the
has a
fun.
dad bod and he just uses magic
Can
to carry
scarcely contain my excitement. Let's get this over with.
I mean, when you're like the most powerful sorcerer that most people know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like.
Oh yeah,
pretty
put on
ripped.
effects.
Wait.
Put on
does
Oh
effects
yeah,
for
good
them.
idea, good idea, good idea.
Form have abs? Does his transform form have any abs?
He doesn't have a body in his transform form. What are you talking about?
Does
He just
anything that looks like abs?
no,
Wait,
I
when are
don't
you
think so. He has a
getting,
big old Pinocchio nose though.
I'm turning on my party effects.
It's in controls.
There we go,
I think
found
it's
it.
Also,
Yeah.
Brisket, have you seen that one meme that's like, it seems you two have
Okay,
appeared in Katisa's
I am ready.
Hyperborea.
Are you ready? You?
Get up. Or fucking explodes, you edgy hot topic one, and you pink gumball.
Yep, I am ready to go.
I'm gonna do
So-
it just for fun because I really like this dungeon.
Okay, I'm.
Yeah, I'll register now.
Yep, register for duty. Let's go.
Just
Good luck. Good
I like
luck.
this dungeon, and also I'm doing it because I want to farm the for the thing.
Do you want to wait for
minion.
each other at the end of like a boss or something, just to
Yeah,
react
sure.
around the same time?
Yeah, yeah.
I also love the music here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
The
gonna
music's
have
really
enough room in my inventory for all
Oh,
the shit.
If you don't mind, can you check out what sword Emmet Selk is using?
Oh, sure.
I
think he's
want
using-
to
think
and I'll
he's
write it
using
down because I want to use it on Femmet.
I think he's using like the basic
Deep
Dark Knight
shadow.
for in the
Something.
yeah the deep
Shadow, is it?
shadow. Yeah, it's the deep shadow. Yeah,
Man,
that's
I
the
do
deep
not
shadow.
have enough. Okay, I'm gonna discard that. And
You want me to check it properly? Tepid?
oh, I should have
Yeah,
gotten rid of
I
all
was
this shit.
like in Animesis or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a deep shadow
Deep-
something. I'm
I
checking
think
it
it's-
in Analysis
Yeah,
as well,
Deep
but it's
Shadow
not letting me
Claymore.
properly.
Deep Shadow Claymore.
Turn back, else I might be forced to.
Wait, is it? Can you
Maybe I should check.
can you go?
My inventory's also a little bit.
Wait, no.
full.
I think I can just
get rid of
I
all
can just
these
go
random-
to
Oh, there's this
Okay, I've written it down. So that I won't get that until Shadowbringers, so it'll be a while. But good to know. Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, have you ever wondered whether your creation has an
Oh my
official
God.
existence to the star? Wonder no more. For it takes
Bunny made a new alt.
That's Bunny.
From temperate place.
Yeah, now you can like slowly read all like the the favorite decks of this area.
Okay. Go, Emmett, go! Emmett, go! Emmett, go! Please!
No, you have to go. You have to go in
No.
front. You have to be the one to
Yeah,
initiate.
trusts are kind of annoying like that.
Yeah, but Emmet takes it all after. That's fine.
Remember
Anyways.
that you can pull quite a bit.
Yeah, no, they
The
can
healing
handle
is
it.
good.
They can handle it very well. Unless you're the tank and you pull everything, then... and if,
Yeah,
no, if you keep,
unless you're the tank.
go far. If you're going
If you want to
far-
solo this, use warrior, 100%.
Yeah, warrior is good for this one. Gunbreaker, you just die.
Yeah, Gunbreaker and Dark Knight you can't do.
No, I promise. I did this as Gunbreaker.
Yeah, I've tried it as well.
Yeah, it's market
Alright,
prohibited
let's-
for it. Sad.
My target combo is not that.
What do you call this? It's just 140 stepid for the weapon.
Wait, sorry?
140 nuts for the weapon.
140 knots? Okay, thank you.
It'll be 9.
And it's untrade. Yeah, it's untradeable, so you can't.
Okay, these guys
yeah.
don't know how to DPS. I don't think Ancients are strong.
Oh,
no,
because
can-
they said that there's an enfeebling field.
There's a what?
they're
Yes. They got
Also, I
weakened.
didn't realize that they had a lore reason for why they were weak.
Yeah, because it's big.
Yeah, because
What?
of the
Sorry,
power.
what? Can you repeat why they're weak?
Because,
Hermes
it's on
put
lockdown.
It's on
yeah.
lockdown, and then most of their abilities don't work
Yeah,
much.
it's on lockdown, so the only things that are unaffected are the
Like-
Jesus staff.
Slap. The keys, yeah, which is them, and then you're fine because you're technically like an
Well,
outside.
and I mean, you're only as strong as like you are normally.
Yeah, so you're fine. So like even
Yeah.
if it affects you,
But it
it's just-
explains why Emmet Silk is so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
is.
Because-
Usually,
Hermes
usually
put
they
the
can
whole thing on lockdown, so
Yeah.
there's like a enfeebling
Yeah.
ward on the whole thing.
because usually if there wasn't, they just go bye bye.
Because usually it's for the creatures to be weakened, but of course we are
They
an
can mod
exception.
that. Yeah,
Because-
they can mod.
Yeah.
Are those AoE looking attacks actually AoE?
I don't know.
Who's AoE
From the-
attacks?
Like
From the trusts?
Oh yeah, no, they are. They are.
They,
Oh,
they
shit.
do AoE.
You just don't AoE often.
They don't AoE often. They just
They never AoE.
Bro, they just
normally.
let me die. They just let me die.
Oh,
Are
are
you
you, did you
tanking?
go in on Paladin?
Oh yeah, he did go in.
Yeah. Don't pull more than one pack if you're tanking, unless you're warrior.
No, it's fine. No, it's
I was
fine.
chilling in Shadowbringers pulling flies.
But not
Sometimes.
is not a friend. Not is bad healer.
The knot is not
your
a
minigun.
pink parsing healer.
Huh? Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm ahead of Lukewarm by like 30 seconds-ish, I think.
You're all gonna be ahead of me.
Alvin,
Remember to wait.
Allie crocheted me a frog.
Wait, who did?
Allie.
Alright, is she like really into crocheting right now?
Yeah.
Have you guys started the first boss fight yet?
Nope. My sister gave me a crocheted frog.
So you just run speed run.
This is honestly, I'm really bad at the final boss.
The
It has a
final boss-
mechanic that I'm really bad at.
Okay,
Oh, that one's
Guys.
easy.
Yeah.
No.
I got this in leveling roulette. Then
Did everyone die?
halfway through the second boss. Okay, I was feeling 3/4 of the way through the second boss, my computer started overheating and everything was running at 15
Oh, no.
FPS.
PowerPoint
I
press.
didn't want to leave. I didn't want to inconvenience everyone and find a tank. Plus, I wanted to get my tones in.
Stand firm.
So I ended up pushing through to the bathroom.
Are you doing the dungeon? No, John.
No, I'm just chilling for that.
Not fair.
Hopefully that the minion drops. opium.
Oh yeah.
Just move.
Please drop. Please drop. Yes, the little snack.
The
A
little
medium drop scorpion.
Please, minion, drop.
minion drop.
Please. I really want this minion.
I do want to.
This minion and the level 89 minion, I really want.
It's a
Yeah,
level 89 minion?
Yeah, no, all the dungeons have a minion.
All the dungeons have minions.
What's the level 89 minion?
89 is a little troll.
Oh!
Okay,
Yeah, it's a little dude
Okay, I've reached the first.
from Labyrinthos.
I've reached the first.
Should
boss
we,
now.
should we wait for you? Or, I mean, should you wait for me, or do you
Yeah, I
want to
don't
wait
mind
after
waiting.
the boss?
I'll wait.
Alright, chillin'.
Just move around every so often, just not to get.
Oh, actually, I got to the first boss already.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's go.
I thought I'd be more behind.
I mean,
Alright, cool.
It's a 10
Okay, I'm
minute.
going in.
It's a 10 minute.
Yeah, no, but I just
Have at you!
oh yeah, what they do? Watch what they do.
Have at you!
No. Melee combo.
Watch what they look. Watch what they do. And also go.
And I was just like, okay, don't worry, I'll show you the way, and then Hippodame.
And then you have Emmett and Hitler like, no, I have no time for this. I have no time for this.
I'm not entirely useless. Out of my way.
Don't Hippodamus and Hades fight for the LB if they're fun.
No.
They always do. Yeah, they always do. They're LB monkeys. They're LB monkeys.
Hypnodeus' line is how I feel anytime I'm in current content. I'm not entirely useless.
Hold on, I need
You
to...
said that at the exact same time that Hitler did.
Yes, I know.
My way.
You are. I am Hypnodeus. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I need
they.
to find out if I have the thing.
Oh my god, I totally can Hypnodeus. I want to be Hypnodeus when I grow up.
He's fucking warped.
You're mine.
You're mine.
How are you supposed to know in normal where it's going?
They're
There's
There's footprints. If you just look at where it leads, it's always the one that it leads to one of those circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just
Those?
I've never done this. I've only done this once, and it was with NPCs.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And then there's a staff.
Try true.
I pretty much made it a point where I'm not gonna do any dungeons or dungeons on normal now.
Now we're gonna grab you so that we can all get the minion slowly.
I just think it's more fun that way because I get to do it with the
You know
NPCs.
when you walk into the
Nah, it's fine. Vena can heal. And hide again.
very sad that it feels like Vinod doesn't play any of the other jobs she has unless you're playing healer.
Oh yeah, no, but that's understandable,
I kinda
honestly.
wish we
That,
could
I think
steer, like,
that's
Paladin easily, because healer is such a boring job to play.
yeah. You just press one and then you're fine. But it's best to play like scan for DPS just for the
Yeah, now I want to try
for
to.
the
I
thrill.
want to level up my warrior and try my warrior. Okay, so I'm on the first boss now.
Now grab the items. That's your own personal.
I really like the glams in this place.
Yeah,
Or,
I
sorry,
like-
not
I love
glams,
the
the
hat.
weapons. The weapons I really like.
The weapons are nice, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the books that I really
I
like.
finished I finished the fight. Where are you guys at?
I
Look
finished
on
the boss, yeah. I'm about to
I just
finish the
finished
boss.
the pull after the boss.
Okay.
Are you also doing the fight?
Yeah. Because like, why not? It's fun.
Why not? Yeah.
I see you.
Let's get the minion.
It's a fun.
Just
It's a fun dungeon, and also I want the minion. So
Just
Why
get
not?
the-
You just hear Hitler just always, I see you opening, I see you opening, I see you opening.
Like another good thing about trust is that if you like desensitizing or whatever, or you're turning in for the Grand Company or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
just you get all the loot.
You get all the
Yeah.
Oh, I'm involved and they're still not healing me. What?
Also, I highly recommend that you guys read the lore
What are you
books
doing?
on the side.
You're a paladin.
It's
It's
really
really
interesting.
Oh yeah. By the way, you if you keep moving, if you just keep moving farther, yeah, they're like the ones who just stay still so that they can do their actions. They're not like mobile.
Yeah, they will not cancel their task.
They will cancel their cast if you move, and they will try to catch up to you.
I mean,
And then
but
stay-
I'm just so confused. I pressed invuln and I didn't get healed the entire length of my invuln.
Were they there? Because like I did Shadowbringer Trust, and there was like one there at the start of.
Do I actually have to kill them like one at a time?
You can make them pull more, but you have to.
You can pull them in path, but it's just
Maybe like
you
one
have-
pack at a time, but not like you can't do wall to wall with unless you're
with
warrior.
craft.
Oh, you kind of can, but you have to make them kill you. You have to bring them
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, exactly.
You have
Yeah.
to grab the mobs and then bring them to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically, and they don't go
Yeah.
towards you.
I mean,
that
I've
much.
done trusts before, but like only like
They
once
can
or
get
twice.
distracted. They can get distracted with mobs, and then just not heal you.
I've learned that the hard way with Gunbreaker.
Like in a casual trust, I think. Oh shit.
I've been leveling.
tank is the worst.
No, I
If
think
you're-
DPS.
Have a taste.
Oh, healing is the worst.
No.
Then DPS, then tanking.
Oh yeah, because healer is slow.
DPS.
DPS is fast because you can just DPS away.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah, and then Emmet.
Yeah, but you're still doing shit ass baby pulls.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine.
well,
It's
you can
fine now.
pull, and then the tank will take the aggro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
it's-
Sometimes.
The tank is pretty good at tanking.
yeah, they're
Yeah, I think they did that.
How'd I get a fending bracelet, bro?
yeah, to randomize, you know that.
I think the reason that the tank does not die, if the trust is a tank, is because the healer just only heals it, like doesn't deal damage.
No, they do.
As long as you don't
They
have
do,
any
but not much.
funky synergies like having Offina and Odyssey in the same party.
Oh.
I like how you're just reading a book there, and then you're
Yeah,
like
I
while
can
they're
make them do it,
fighting. they're
right?
like,
I used to do that all the time. I would just
yeah,
go
they're-
into the trust
you'll
and
have-
just
yeah, just pull them.
pull mobs and let them handle it while I do something else.
Yeah. I just,
Oh, where's Emmett?
It's free
Oh, where's
passive
Emmett?
EXP.
Oh, where's Emmett? Oh, where's Emmett?
You have true stone skin. No, it ran out. Emmet Doobie died.
no, Emmett will live. Don't worry about
Emmet
that.
will live.
You sure about
Oh,
that,
there
bro?
now.
Yes, Emmett will live. Don't
I
worry.
see you
Now it's
opening.
fine.
No, they're
This is the big pull. If you do this with like in a dungeon, that's the pull that you need to use your invuln on.
Yo, he uses attack from yeah.
Wait, really? Which one?
The
The-
one where it has spikes.
the
Oh.
purple.
Like the wall?
Like the what was it called? Like Bad Face or something?
No, not. It's called wait.
Hades. X.
I just searched Hades elegy immediately.
Yeah, Bad
it's-
Face.
Bad fate, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Creates a large purple wall through the center of the unit with half of the walls have spikes, arrows protruding,
I'm
Yeah.
not entirely useless.
and then
God, this takes forever.
I
I
like-
still understand why trusts were recommended for this one, but I am not doing it again on trust.
Well, just
No,
because
it's
of
on
the theme. I think that it's a really good one to do with the theme.
Yeah,
It-
but the
it's
trust.
just-
I think it's really cool to do it once.
the ones, yeah, ones.
Yeah,
then you
ones.
can do it- and then do it with friends.
Can we observation for a moment?
This is the dungeon you have to do with trusts because it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep.
It's really fun. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's
my
really
first
fun to watch them
custom.
fight.
It's actually really cool. Like now that I'm watching like a Drang stream who has like animations from other people on.
Oh, mine also has other people on.
Yeah, no, you. I mean, sorry, from
Oh.
Lukewarm.
Texas.
My bad. Yeah, you have animations on from other people,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really interesting watching like the
Wait, what's it
NPC
under?
animations.
I'm gonna turn it on. What's it under?
So
Character
go to
config or
character config
just-
and then go to
okay.
character. Like character control settings,
Yeah.
character.
Oh, I only have limited, so let's just show all.
Yeah, I have limited. It only shows shit like Astrologian Bubble, Asylum.
Yeah. Oh,
I have a
see.
friend that has them all. He's a fucking madman.
Yeah.
Like he just cannot see Asylum, cannot see
Damn.
Astrologian Bubble, cannot see Goton.
Not being able to see bubbles is actually kind of bad.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of
That's
I
cool.
cannot see Soil.
Tiny little bit trolling, you know, not gonna lie.
Little bit trolling.
Have at you.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
turned
shit,
out-
I started the second boss. Wasn't gonna be.
Okay, just don't spoil it too much. If there's anything big.
Have at you.
My way.
Yeah, thank this baby
My
just popped
man.
up.
This may sting.
Okay, I turned all the effects on, and my FPS isn't tanking too bad. I thought it would be worse.
As long as you don't do it in PvP.
So is Thinker's Baby just an Eldritch Abomination so you don't know beyond like comprehension, or is it just
It can be both if you want.
You want?
yeah, the Thinker's Baby can do whatever it wants to do.
Angle or your devil.
This may sting.
Doubled eggs. You're not going anywhere.
Okay, I'm about to start the next boss.
Okay, I'm at 42%. I'll wait for you after you're fine. I like how like some of the effects and stuff are called like the true stone skin, like the stuff like that. But is that like a normal thing? Like true stone skin?
No, it's true
No.
because it's unsundered.
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely useless.
I'm good for a
Well, the
triple melee
spell
combo.
itself wouldn't be sundered.
Well, because their abilities have been sundered, right? Like our ethereal abilities have been sundered. So this is like stone skin in its proper form.
This is true stone.
This is
wrong.
this is true stone skin.
I'm in a little bit of agreement. Like, while I sort of get what they were going for, being weaker doesn't necessarily make something false.
I mean, but they're like the original.
Yeah, I think that's the intent of being like
Yeah,
it's
that's-
the OG.
Yeah.
That's what it means, original, not the opposite of false. in this
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
it-
entirely
they
useless.
should have named it something like original. So
that isn't as cool.
Original is not as cool as saying true stone.
You just need some
I guess. So.
reading comprehension, and then it's cool.
Listen,
Well,
you
it's-
are
it's
asking a lot
true.
of working players.
It's a different it's a different definition of true. Like when something is true, it's like straight. It's like the I don't know how to
Pure.
define it. Yeah, like pure. Like someone's
the
aim is
like-
true, it means that they're
like,
on
the
point.
realist,
Yeah.
the form of. I don't know, man. I just took a philosophy class and it was the dumbest thing ever. We approached in the dumbest way possible.
It's just English just does not
Had
make
some,
sense compared to everything else.
We
Yeah,
had some
really?
philosophy in my semantics course, and holy shit, it is so I hate it. Because we were doing like the mathematical like kind of logic, like not logic, like philosophy with like truth conditions and all that, and I hated that.
Yep. Oh, sorry, what was that? About truth
Like-
conditions?
Truth conditions
What about truth conditions?
in semantics and like philosophy to an extent.
Boy.
Yeah, but what about truth conditions in philosophy?
Just like calculating them.
Like, why did the topic come up?
Oh, because in semantics. Because semantics is very truth condition based.
Yeah, like why did it come up in the conversation? I got lost.
Strong was saying that she hated philosophy.
Oh, right, okay. Alright, I just finished the boss.
Nice. Okay, I'm going up the stairs.
I don't think I've ever had this happen before. My
Ooh.
buffs are not drifted in a dungeon.
Let you take Meteor. Not yet.
How?
I must have corrected it at some point, but I don't know how or when.
Well, that happens when I'm doing really bad at Samurai.
Yeah.
I just correct my dots because I just ended up drifting them a whole minute.
Anyways, also, Leo, that whole thing about just being reading comprehension, that's kind of a high bar for 14 players.
So true.
Which is why I hate it when people are like, oh my god, Emmett Silk did nothing wrong. Like, no, I like Emmett Silk, and I recognize that he's a fucking fascist.
I'm not entirely useless.
Not
Like,
sure
no,
if
he
you
did
can call
everything
what
wrong.
he
What are
did.
you talking about?
Well, he was a pretty terrible person. Would I call it fascist?
Yes?
I mean, he literally ran the Garlean Empire.
Yeah?
He literally
Oh, I forgot about the Garlean Empire stuff. Okay, because I was just like, so I was like,
Just like your
what
average
did he do
firefighter.
that was government related? But I guess he actually did kind of run governments, didn't
And
he?
like, here's the
How about
thing.
you?
He basically created fascism.
He did.
Like I said,
Yeah.
he's the original racist.
Like, yeah, he viewed the.
I mean, to be fair, I also think I made that joke before, and I just
How about
completely
you?
forgot that he did all the things that he did.
But here's the thing. He also was down on the suburbs. So
Yeah, exactly. So he's the original racist.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. He is the original fascist.
okay. So you know me. I like Xenos a lot. I know a lot of people hate them, but that's okay as long as they don't come up to me when I'm just trying to enjoy them. So if he's the worst character ever, I'm fine with that.
Being able to recognize the flaws in your favorite characters is
Yeah,
the
and
best
here's
part.
the thing. Here's the thing. I also don't really think I can fit in with like 70% of Xenos fans because they have
Have a
such
taste.
they have such an I can fix him mentality
Stand
about him, and that's
Oh,
completely
no.
critical to his entire character. I'm sorry.
That's
But I
why.
will
That's
say that,
also
like,
why I like.
I don't think anyone unironically is like Emmett Silk didn't do anything wrong. Like
Well,
pretty much everyone who
I've
says
seen-
something like that is
Well-
true.
I've seen Emmett Silk apologists. is
well,
what
I'm
saying.
I'm unironically like that about Edelgard from Fire Emblem.
Hear their answer
So
before they're expunged.
Oh, hey, Edelgard, piss on me.
I see you.
I cannot change her. I do not want to change her. The war crimes are part of
Exactly.
her.
They're perfect, just the way they are. As a fucked up little dude.
This makes
Wait, does expiation just become like a AoE attack, like out of nowhere?
I see you opening.
I knew what they were doing when they were filming that line for Hector Davis.
I was just thinking that.
What?
Nothing. Oh, nothing.
Opening.
I'm not entirely useless.
out of my way.
I see you opening.
think it would be funnier if instead Bard hit the dais with Machinist.
I'm pretty sure everyone is like, oh, like,
He's like, yeah, I guess like, I guess if like this great pulls out a block.
okay. I am in front of the final boss. I will wait for you.
I've got to be pretty close, 'cause I haven't died yet.
Yo, what up? Oh, I got the Caticios knuckles. Nice. What do they look like? They do like the weapons in this.
Oh crap! I activated the cutscene. Oh well.
Oh,
these are
I
good.
did too, it's fine.
Okay, nice. Oh, perfect timing.
Ooh, I did not get the minion.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight.
The bow
But
looks.
this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
Okay, are you starting, Peiju?
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Dust and gale, gather to me!
I see you opening.
Ancient brand, unleash your power!
I died.
What did I do?
The plus shape thing.
Oh.
I didn't move fast enough. I was casting. Oh my god, I have to run all the way
On the
there.
red mage?
Yeah. Now that all this like dramatic music's playing, I'm just running.
Wow, you didn't use your
What?
your AoE LB.
Did you die to the same thing?
attack?
No, I died to a thing later.
Oh.
Fuck, clemency. Alright, okay.
No, I actually
Well,
died.
I didn't actually die.
I
but
died.
almost died. I have tank privilege, it's fine.
You died.
3 Vuln stacks. Okay, this is not.
No, this
very good.
reminds me a lot of the end of the Almarat dungeon.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Okay, bitch, come here.
I will have the time and tranquility I require.
But I'm confused. I was sitting exactly where the 3 of them were standing, and I still got knocked back.
And gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
I see you opening.
Oh fuck.
No, really? I died to the same thing again.
Do you understand the mechanic?
I do, I just didn't know where Emmett was gonna
Okay.
pull it. So I was
actually
waiting for
don't
him to
understand
move.
the mechanic. I thought I understood it, and I did it wrong like 3 times.
I was waiting for Emmett to move because I was like, I don't know where he's gonna pull it, so I'm just gonna like wait. And then I waited too long. And now I have to run all the way back. Dude, triple legends by the way.
Legends, by the way.
Wait, so what's the mech? Because it's clearly not the order you tether them in. That's.
Oh
there's
no,
something
I'm
else.
dying to the very first one, bro.
Heather. What? I like the green squares?
I'm dying to
Yeah.
the green squares, bro.
It's tethering them in an order and then going in some random other.
Oh wait, there's a lore thing that I missed.
No, they go in order.
Bro, I am blind then. I was like 3 times in a row. I was like, okay, clearly I don't get this mechanic. Is there something else? Is there
Well,
like
maybe
a...
they go in order that they appear, if that's the same as the tether, though, isn't it?
I think I'm just not seeing some of the squares.
I will have the time and
there are three.
tranquility I require.
There are 3 sides. And you have to see, like, there are 3 squares on each side. So there's a safe spot on each side.
See, that time I probably should have lost the mech and then I didn't. It let me pass. But the first time I did it knocked me back when I like was clearly behind the rock.
Is this right? No, that's not right, is it? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, well I killed the boss.
My foe! Out of my way!
Yay. I finally got past this first mag.
Stars on high! All is rain!
I see.
So is Hermes freaking type thing?
This next mechanic
he's not,
was
he's
what
a-
killed me the first time.
Out of my way!
What? Oh, oh!
Follow them, follow them, follow them. Yep, that happened to me the first time as well.
Wait, why wasn't the one I was standing on okay?
Because the rocks break when they get hit.
Oh. Okay, time to restart the whole thing again.
That's mean. Also, I realized this is Caticia, so this is the one that I wanted to use for my Black Mage Glamour until people convinced me that my current one's better.
I think like I said, the weapons in this one are really nice. I use the maiming one on my Reaper.
Unfortunately, I have ultimate clears. And I must use my ultimate weapons. Just a lie, actually. There's a lot of classes where I don't use my ultimate weapons. Even if I have them. Okay, here we go again.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
One downside of being a DPS to these things is that if you're missing the mechanic, the healer can't let you just restart.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
There is no tank privilege in the mob packs, but there is absolutely tank privilege in these boss fights.
Stars on high, fall as rain!
Have a taste.
Yeah, so you see this one doesn't have cracks, so it doesn't break.
Yep, fine.
I'm not entirely useless.
What?
Have a taste.
Yeah.
Streams of ether, surge as one!
What do I just...
I see you opening.
Follow them.
Fall!
Do what I do in Savage and follow people.
Slide through.
Ah, I see.
dancing winds! Here's my foe!
Have a taste.
Oh no. I was 1 mana of each away from doing the triple melee combo. Very unfortunate.
I see you.
Hippopotamus, please shut up.
Well, technically,
You're
you're
opening.
you've done a time. But unfortunately,
Haven't you got used to hearing it like say, I see you
I see
opening?
you opening.
Stars on high! All is rain!
Shit, tackle this shit again.
I see you opening.
I see it opening.
I see you opening.
I see you opening.
This may sting. Even when transformed. But I am not finished.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Go. Scary, but you did it.
Melee combo?
Let's go.
Level up.
Let's see if you get the minion. First go.
That would be funny.
My power.
Oh look,
Nice little young little baby. Oh, can I save his appearance now? I think I can. No, maybe. But wait.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be crouching down, I think.
Yeah, I
Go
can.
pet him. Go pet the depressed man. Go pet him.
I'm going.
well go for the before you do so.
Take his hand and take him to therapy.
Alright, pet him first and for good luck. If you get the minion.
I'm too short. I can pet his shoulder like this, I think. There we
let
go.
me know when you're done, so that we can
I'm
leave
done.
at the same
Wait,
time.
I'm gonna. Nope, I got the axe
No,
Ooh, the axe is a good wax. It is a good axe. I quite like
though.
it.
But I have the ooh axe.
Yeah, I think the ooh
Alright.
axe is better.
You
Okay, I'm
ready
leaving.
to exit?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, leave duty. Alright.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its
I like how
meaning,
they're saying like that, but even though
conveyed it to
literally
others.
all the time you can hear it.
that they might
while
reconsider
they were going up.
their chosen course. But I have failed, and that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy.
Ah yes, Mother 3.
They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Aetheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
They depart from this world.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Aetheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
Haha. Haha. You of all people, Emmett.
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
Emmett voiced
In the
that.
name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right.
Armin is so sick.
Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmet Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmet Selk and Hyphodeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteon!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Can they destroy the clock thing?
Argos, to me!
Oh, they're working on it, for sure.
Are they? They haven't done anything
Oh,
yet.
oh! I thought Fanal was going to the
First
clock.
process complete.
No, she's
2
going after the
remaining
immediately.
to execution of memory reconfiguration.
I mean, it might be impossible.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do. Now then, where is it?
The opening.
There you are, my little confluence.
Go Moonphilia.
Dogphilia.
Orcphilia.
Almost! Oh! Very well then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Banana is so HD. I don't like how the mod did Hypnodaze. It did very well on Banana.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
Somebody please mod this game where Hypnodeus has a Glock instead.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
I got fucking yoked.
Okay, now you have to reset.
Yeah, load the save file.
Rip.
Rep.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen. There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Emma.
No.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go Argos!
Executing amnesia.
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
Auto fans.
Oh yeah.
Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence. And the place where to we must go.
Where to?
Ere she made good her
Taco
escape,
Bell.
I placed an enchantment
There.
upon her.
Damn.
One which allows us to
No
follow
wonder
her
she
trail.
went so far away, because no one likes that.
She
place.
has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris and continues on her way.
Eric's playing.
Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down.
I would like to
But
interpret
thanks
that
to
as
Emmet Selk and his
Vertonians.
Ledeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates
Remember us.
remain ours to shape.
Remember. I remember.
Okay, I'm at the choices.
Same. I'm gonna pick the second one.
Yeah, I'll do the second one.
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be.
Bork.
Given the likely state of their memories,
10,000
however,
yard Bork.
it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case...
The fate of the entire world is being decided and Argus does not give...
I am sorry,
boy.
my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
I
What
want
a
you to go
good
to the
boy.
moon.
Ugly
Go,
but good.
go live on the moon for 12,000 years.
No.
Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Magic.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Is that Ariana's voice
Unharmed?
actor?
There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident.
Do they not keep logs?
Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
No, that's illegal.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, Well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinara about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
I know what that means, right? After 5.0, Emmett popped into the ethereal sea and was like, "Mother of God, I am that cringe."
Mm-hmm.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
How much of that happened in our timeline, though?
I think
We don't really
everything.
It's the same timeline.
It's the same timeline.
It's the same
everything.
timeline. Yeah. It's not like Grahatia where it changed the timeline. This is the same thing.
So we didn't know before how it worked, and I guess now we can assume it might be the same since they don't remember us. But Fanat does remember us.
Well, yeah, because she wasn't caught in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't caught in the memory
So
wave.
it's the same timeline.
Yeah,
and
it's the same
everything.
That cutscene is like.
Do we know for sure it's the same timeline though?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just because
Elizabeth said that it's the same timeline, or he very much implied.
it's the past. It's the past
Yeah, it's
of
just
the same
it's
time.
the same timeline, and you can't change what happened.
But only.
So what's stopping me from walking up to them right now and being like, "Hi, I am me. You will remember me in
The
future.
timeline
Say
changing
hi
after
when
that,
you
the timeline splitting after that, because right now, it's on its correct course.
Yeah, when you arrived and they found out about you and stuff,
What?
we saw that.
Like, I mean, technically, the MSQ
poly
assumes that you do not do anything other than MSQ, right? So you're going straight to Vana right now to finish this quest, and you're like continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more Enteleckies. He poured much of himself into Meteon, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He'll blame himself. He'll believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Matea would never have been born to suffer and then die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day, hence, he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fan Daniel. That would be the last ether current we needed. Well, that's gonna be the last ether current you needed, I think.
Me? I need another quest.
Aha.
I remember how
I only have one more to go though.
Yeah, I have 2 more.
I was laughing after that cutscene because remember how I was like, oh yeah, I was crying because it meant that Emmett Selk like knew of all the shit he was doing. Like no, he didn't.
Yeah.
I like to imagine after we kill him at Selk, he just returns to the underworld and he's just like, oh, you know, like screaming into a pillow,
Yeah.
kind of like, Ah,
Yeah,
you know, it's like
Drong
the
said, like
And
just
then, like-
cringe.
yeah. No, it's
No,
like
pretty
Eyes
much.
of cringe.
it's like when you
then,
say like
3 months later, and then 3 months later, he's like, okay, I think I've recovered. And then Hythlodaeus comes back after Zodiark is killed, and he's just like, hey, buddy, what's up?
and then also like it's like when you say like, oh, you know, I bet if it were important, I'd remember.
Yeah, and then because I feel like Hythlodaeus is someone with a really good memory. He's gonna be like, "Hey, remember when I said that something interesting was gonna happen, and then you said that nothing of import happened?" Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait, so
and-
they have the ability to see what happens there?
No, so basically what they were
with the
I think
saying.
they just have all their memories.
What they were saying is that like their memory, like, so Hythlodaeus, Hermes, and Emet-Selch got their memories wiped, right?
Yeah.
From the last couple days, so they don't remember anything that we told them. And like in their memory, the Metea dissipated, returned to ether, and Hermes is going to be invited to join the 14. But as they were saying, as Hythlodaeus was saying, that any memory alteration that occurred, that was occurred due to ether, like any like artificial memory alteration that happened during someone's life, theoretically would be undone, or like no longer have effect once they return to the ethereal sea, right?
Yeah,
I see.
Once
Yeah.
their ether is cleansed, once their
Yeah.
incorporeal ether is cleansed.
Yeah, so basically once they fully die, all those alterations would be gone, and so we were joking that like, oh yeah, once
Okay.
since
by
Emet-Selch,
the way,
uh-huh.
the person who was waiting outside the dungeon is here now.
Yeah. Hasvik is here now. I guess they met up with their friend.
Yeah. But yeah.
Alright, okay, that makes sense.
And
So
then-
so Heidelin knew everything all
Yeah.
along,
So
right?
that also
Or at least
explains.
Kanat did.
That also explains like what like Vanal was saying earlier. It's like how she couldn't understand like why she came to that decision over anything else. It's because like she was the only one who knew, kind of, right?
Yeah, it's like why go to Elpis? I thought this was still a different timeline, so I was still confused. Like, why would Heidelin know to go to Elpis? But I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because what they're implying
think
is
there
that
are
this
only
already
two
occurred in our timeline.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like, this
I
is a
didn't
part
think
of the
that
same
was
timeline.
obvious until now. It's starting to make sense now that
Yeah.
it did. I was just still convinced, like, oh, is it still trying to claim to be different? But no, okay.
I think there are only two timelines, like the Grahatia, like 8th Umbral Calamity timeline, and the not.
Yeah, well, it was unclear until now.
Well, specifically
Now
the
it's
Christmas
like,
Exarch 8th Umbral Calamity.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm talking to Venom now.
Lukewarm, Yujinano, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. We must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. Vanilla really does like to say come, huh?
Yep.
I will see you to the doors
Well, everyone in this game likes to say "come" first.
But she says it a lot.
She does.
Yeah, we can finish these quests later. Do you?
1 second.
You were binging MSQ. How dare you do anything other than MSQ?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get what's the FF6 looking now. I think I have it. I just started FF6. So
Don't tell me anything about that game. I want to go in with
Me neither.
absolutely nothing.
Me neither. I haven't played
okay.
that game either. I bought it off of
Because
Steam last year.
I have heard, like, by multiple people, oh, FF6 is the best game ever. So I want to go in with absolutely nothing.
I'm just trying, because I know there's a mount in this game that looks like one of the mounts.
I'm gonna go
I
get some.
thought I might have had it already. Anyway, it's fine.
I don't even
I
know
was
the Final
thinking
Fantasy VI
because I
characters.
Terra?
Nope, I don't know.
I will say, given the fact that I made fun of my two previous roommates for thinking Cecil was really hot, and I was like, "Yo, you mean like the art?" And they're like, "No, the pixel version." And I'm like, "What? That's dumb. That's like a 8-bit character, man." And then
Yo,
and
man,
then
these 4 pixels look like a titty.
Yeah. No, but legit, they were like, Cecil is hot. And I was like, I feel like that's a bit extreme. I mean, I saw Terra and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I kind of get it.
I don't even know if there's ever a character that I said, yo, that person's hot.
But yeah, I won't say anything about FF6. But what I will say is I am liking it a lot better than FF4. I barely started it though. But
You guys ever think of how funny a word monopoly is?
Yeah.
Monopoly.
I
Isn't
thought
that
you were
funny?
just talking about Monopoly as a word.
it kind of
out
makes
loud,
sense. But it is a pretty funny word.
Yeah,
how
but
it's mostly
Like
just a
it's
good
one
policy.
for something that should be many, right?
Yeah. But it's also a funny word.
One for all for one.
The
Anyway.
Musketeers, oh my gosh, sure.
But it's a funny word conceptually, right? You're like monopoly. No? They're opposite, but they're in the same word.
Oh, Kiki's also an FF6. I mean, I can't say if I'm an FF6 fan yet because I barely started the game. But right from the beginning, I was like, wow, this is just better constructed than FF4.
Well, FF4 is a really old game.
I mean, FF6 only came out like 2 years later, maybe? Not even?
Your time in this age is drawing to an
Final
end.
Fantasy 6 isn't that much.
Upon speaking to
less
Vinas,
old.
several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright. Ready?
Should we be in this outfit or should we go back to
It doesn't matter.
Does anyone else have a... Oh, okay. I trust
Hey,
that's
go
rules.
back to your old outfits.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to your old outfit if you're going back.
Oh!
What?
Okay, well, I'm gonna re-glamour really quickly. Oh, I can't glamour play.
No, I'm in the cutscene. I'm in the cutscene. What do I do?
It's too late.
Just go
Wait.
through it. Go through it. Doesn't matter too much.
Fuck, why doesn't this fucking game have a back out of cutscene button?
Do I have
It gave
old
you a
gear?
warning.
I do not have old
Can
gear.
I skip the
all you-
cutscene and like rewatch
No,
it in or
no,
something?
No,
no, just go with it. Just
close
go
the
with it.
client.
Just go with it.
Just
go
close
with
the
it. It
client.
doesn't matter too much.
Oh wait, that's
can-
actually not a bad idea. I
If you
can't
close the client, it won't
I can't glamour here.
finish the cutscene.
Yeah, if you close the client, it won't.
Just
Yeah.
go into a sanctuary, lukewarm.
But then I had to run all the way back over there.
Go
Teleport.
in.
Just teleport.
But then I had to run back.
You will be logged back in by the time you get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do need to glamour my headpiece anyway, because my headpiece right now is just like a helmet.
I automatically just look, even though I'm not in 14.
Actually, though, they should put a back out of cutscene button in this game.
I mean, that's why the warning was there, though, but eh.
No. I mean, every cutscene, whether they put the warning there or not, you should be able to back out. It should be skip ahead or back backwards, so that you go to before the cutscene happened. Like, why not? I've yet to hear a good reason for why they shouldn't have that.
Because, like, how many people are going to use it?
I mean, it would be useful for people who, like,
How
are about to queue into things too, right?
I wish that button existed like twice every time I log into the game. there are like 2 instances where I wish that button existed. What do you mean who would use it? Fucking everyone, right? Oh, you want to use something in MSQ, you get into you queued into something from duty roulette. Oh, you're in the middle of something. Up, I guess you just gotta skip the cutscene, right? It might not even be in the end because fuck it.
What happened? What mod?
No, I'm saying why isn't there a back out of cutscene button? Not a skip cutscene button, but a backwards out of cutscene button.
Yeah, just like pressing escape or something should be able to like just skip.
Or if you have escape, it can be either, you know, backwards,
back,
skip, or cancel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I just don't understand is how few people understand me when I ask for that ability. They're
No,
like,
I think
why
all
would
of
you
us
want
have had that happen
Kiki
before.
especially.
So. The predominant response I get is, why would you want that?
What? That's bullshit.
Yes. But it's just anyway.
Okay, go change your gear.
Yeah, it is
or you
also
can,
just
you can
the
just go on
fact that-
Paladin too. You can just go on your Paladin.
Or
I can understand why you'd want that, but I
your
don't
Paladin
know if there would be enough people who would.
But it's like one of
see it
those
as
things where if you use it, right, then you like it. But then if you don't use it, you don't use it anyway. So
It's also not about. It's not entirely about how many people would do it, right? Because there have been certain requests that seems to be for the minority that they'll still cater to and implement it.
I suppose.
Was it Heelcat who would just like Alt F4 the game if duty popped? Or
No,
was it someone else?
No, if you duty pop, if it goes through, it just cancels it out.
Yeah, but I think someone was saying that if they're in a cutscene and they want to watch the cutscene afterward, but duty pops, they just Alt F4 and restart the game.
Wait, how could they get into the duty fast enough though?
Yes. That was the thing that they could. I don't remember who it was though.
That seems impossible. How'd you get in fast enough to get into the duty?
Because the duty pop is like a minute, right? I don't remember how long it is.
45 seconds.
45 seconds.
I'm
I
in
don't
play
think
for
that's
45
actually possible. You would have to react in the moment it pops.
Yeah,
Alt
well,
F4,
and if you
open a new client, wait for it to log in, wait for the queue, wait for everything, wait for it to load in. I don't think you can do that in 45
I think
seconds.
it's possible. If you don't have 2FA, I think it's really easy. It's pretty possible.
No, even without 2FA.
Really?
Yes.
Well, think about how long it just took me. I mean, that's easily like a minute. Right? Like, and I was going pretty quick.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's also no point in doing that. You just accept it.
But no, but the thing is that you can't accept it without skipping a cutscene.
Unless, unless you are already the job. That's the big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason I wanted the back out thing. The duty accept is fine. The problem is you can't accept a duty if you are not on the job and you are currently in a cutscene. Your only option is to either skip the cutscene or to decline the duty.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to avoid this game. Yeah, like wanting to get the right glamour after you get the cutscene, that's a convenience that comes else with it. But if you wanted my real opinion for why you shouldn't have that, that's why. In addition to the fact that it's just simply an option that should be available in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, like I'm sure there are places in the game where, for whatever reason, backing out of a cutscene would.
What?
Anyway. Yeah.
You okay?
Wait. Chat log.
Hat. Okay. Me when mechanics are being explained to me.
All right. Okay.
We broke her.
I was just wondering what she was doing. I was like, we're going to start the cutscene, and you were just silent, and then we had continued a conversation, and you just started laughing. I was so confused. All right.
Okay.
Earth to lukewarm, or else I'm gonna drill a hole in the top of your head and fill it with fucking jam.
Don't give me a jam lobotomy, please.
I mean, there's plenty of space in there already.
Anyway.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, speak with Vana, yes.
Long cutscene.
Which means it's voiced, probably. Most likely. If it isn't, I'm gonna cry.
It is.
Auto advance is already on.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
I'll do the first one.
I'll also do the first one, okay. I'm gonna click it in 3. Oh, I already heard you click.
Oh,
Okay.
I just clicked it.
Yeah, I heard you. I don't have my eye mod on.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering, to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Holy shit,
Speak
the
with
cutscene
Vile
was
at the
good.
Balbistian Arsenal.
Peak fiction!
Hey!
Peak fiction!
That's my favorite cutscene in the entire game.
Dude, Banah's fucking badass, dude.
Yeah, I liked sort of the amount of the density of recontextualization in her character. Like there was a lot that we learned about her character in a pretty short amount of time. Like not just that cutscene, also including because that also
the part where she
includes...
was like mankind shall no longer have wings to fly towards the heavens. Now on, they shall walk, and she brings on the sword, and it's like, and then Answers is playing in the background. Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's pretty. It was sort of surprising because I don't know if we were supposed to know that she like harbored Heidelin at that point in the story, but like, at least it was apparent that she
Here's the
was.
thing, I'm pretty sure that entire scene is supposed to be taken as a metaphor, like not literally. Those are not literally how the events played out.
Yeah, because like it was pretty.
I was trying to take it literally, and I was kind of struggling. To
like
be honest.
her walking past Hythlodaeus and Emet-Selch and Hermes, and none of them even acknowledging each other is like it seemed pretty clear that like it was almost like her reminiscing on exactly what had happened, like her feelings.
That is fair. I guess at the end I kind of also felt like that's the only way you could interpret it, because I was trying to make it work in my head, but it really doesn't. Like literally, it doesn't work literally.
Because like we all also know like from Academia and Eider that Banan wasn't alone, right? Like she had like a following that I assume helped her.
I mean,
like,
in theory,
channel
that one
Heidelin.
scene, I was wondering if she had just already was harboring Heidelin within herself.
No, I thought that was like
but-
I thought that was implied to be the moment in which she created Heidelin.
Yeah. But, you know, metaphorically, yeah. I mean, as we've established, that entire scene has to be kind of, like, not literal.
But, like, it wasn't, I don't think it was meant to, like, represent the, like, oh, she already had Heidelin in her body, and she was just, like, calling her down or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to represent, like, in that moment, she sundered the world and created
She
Heidelin.
chose to create Heidelin and then sundered everything. It seems like she chose to create Heidelin for the purpose of sundering the people. But it's sort of badass, because it didn't... Before it was presented as a way to defeat Zodiark.
But now it's
and yeah, now it's presented as almost like forcing humanity to learn a lesson, kind of.
Yeah, because she knows what's
which
gonna come
if you think about
if
it,
they don't, right?
that's some pretty dark shit. Like that's
Yeah.
actually like kind of cruel and potentially immoral, but also like
Like, we know why she doesn't as well, right?
I mean, you don't get to places in Amaratian society without being amoral.
Yeah, like it, in a lot of ways, it's a shittier thing to do, and yet her character's all the cooler for it.
Yeah, like the Na has like as a part of ancient society, she was always a little bit loopy, right?
Yeah. But still, I mean that like if she truly decided to make Heidelin for the purpose not just of like binding Zodiark, but just like teaching mankind a lesson in hopes that it can like overcome the final days eventually. Yeah, that's a lot.
I take it as being both.
Yeah, and especially since we've already seen like that, like it makes a lot more sense, especially since we've already like seen it kind of happening with like, was his name Manusia? Like the elephant who was like running with the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like he overcame like that, like desire to like give up and give into despair.
But
and,
not,
like,
not
shit
just
like
that, but the opinions that like, you know, that these people desiring perfection are desiring too much and therefore going to fail. Like, you know, like the sundered people do not want to go back to like a perfect world devoid of suffering and accepting nothing less. Like the sundered people just, you know, want to live the next day. They want to, you know, keep their friends and family alive as long as possible. Like it's simpler desires, and therefore happiness can be achieved more simply. I guess.
But what
That's
I mean
how I
is,
interpreted her goals.
Like what I mean is like I think if they like the way they built up to this kind of like her decision makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot more sense because like I think if they dropped something like this kind of revelation on us like in the beginning of the X-Pack, right? Like emotionally, I don't think we'd be able to resonate with it as much. But since like we've already seen the results of like the current like mankind being able to overcome the final days in whatever like ways they can, like the small victories we've had like throughout like Thavner and stuff. Whereas like the ancients couldn't. Like it shows that like her decision was like like a good one, right? Or like a reasonable one.
Well, who knows? If you told me that one of my new favorite characters in this game was Hydaelyn,
Right?
like a year ago, and I was like in A Realm Reborn in Heavensward or whatever, that sounds fucking dumb. But I gotta say, Fana's a good character. At least she, especially in that cutscene, she's presented really badass, like willing to make some very hard decisions. But in a way that's presented like, not, at least interesting. Yeah, in the end, I like a lot of the Ancients and their characters. It took some time to get used to their characters because they played off so, like, I don't know, so kind of stick up their ass.
Pompous.
Like, it was kind of hard to understand them or like them that much at first. But in the end, they're all pretty great. I'm going to disappoint Risk a little bit, but after all of that, I think I've now walked away kind of liking Hythlodaeus comparatively a lot less.
Oh, comparatively, yeah.
Yeah, before Hythlodaeus was like, oh, awesome, he's such a homie. But now he's like too much of a homie. Everyone else has some like interesting character trait. His only character
No,
trait is
I agree. I still really like Hythlodaeus as a character.
Yeah, that's true. He is a fun homie character, but at the end of the day, Emmett Selk is. I mean, I already loved Emmett Selk from Shadowbringers. His character was really, he had a flair to him that was great. Hermes is obviously a great character.
I like how much of more of a pathetic loser man that Emmett Selk is now. You know what I mean? They gave him so much more. Like, he was already a pathetic loser man, but like now we get to see his like younger, even more pathetic loser man ages, you know? And like just how much of a pathetic loser man he is at every stage of his life.
It really shows how desperate he was when he created Amarant.
But I mean, like, it's also kind of nice because he actually just cared that much about.
It was just like he missed his friends. He missed his friends for the last like 10,000 years.
And he'll never admit it, but
nope.
Best tsundere in fiction.
So true.
Yeah,
actually,
I really...
honestly, like a better written tsundere than like 95% of them.
Yeah, I love how pathetic loser man he is.
Yeah.
Emmett
Selk is a great character. Hasn't, in my opinion on that, hasn't changed.
I've been silent this entire time because I'm shit at articulating my thoughts, and every analysis I can give of this entire story section is just going to be me repeating and comparing and contrasting with my own story ideas.
Yeah. I will say, Endwalker's story so far has been really fire. It has its like sort of short downbursts of not as much activity. I actually do think a lot of Elvis was a little longer than I would have liked it to be. But the new contextualizations are just awesome. Fanat is really
honestly
cool.
Elvis didn't feel bad. Like I admit,
it didn't, but there were definitely moments I think it slowed down a bit.
That is true, but I think
it honestly bothered me more in some ways than the Labyrinth section. But I like the Labyrinths, so
I think to me it felt just the right length.
Same
but
here.
That's fair.
Maybe that's because I really like the Ancients and the setting.
For me, I think a lot of it was like it's just a lot of running around.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah.
Like, if there were none of the walking around, it would be more or less okay. The pacing being a little slow almost is acceptable to me because of the fact that, like, you don't know why you're there, and
you're trying
it
to
takes
figure
a long
it out.
time to realize that shit's going down.
Yeah, I like how you can, like, slowly, like, build everything up. Like, build up all that context, like, bit by bit, you know? Like, you don't know why anyone sent you there, and then you're like starting to get an idea.
I will still say, though, my biggest problem maybe with the story so far, but you know, with the section, it sort of involves the section. I still feel like the time travel was a little bit unearned.
I'm
I know
actually okay
you're
with the
saying.
time travel. I'm pretty okay with it.
I'm sure there
It just
are
was
like some.
unearned. That the amount of effort the whole Grahatia thing went through. And it was barely even time travel. It was like time travel plus like going to another world, which doesn't even feel 100% like time travel. But they had to justify the shit out of that, and I feel like they didn't justify this one quite as much. I mean, a lot less. I mean, it's hard to argue that it's comparably justified.
I mean, well, like justifiability aside, like I think, like, it checks out in my opinion, though. Because like you're here because, like, you went there because you had already been there. Like everything that had happened in the stories thus far, like, was like you like
I'm not saying the
having the echo
timeline's
of
messed
light.
up. That's
Or the
fine.
echo
The timeline's not messed up, but why should our character be able to travel back in time, like whatever, 100,000 years? What would name the timeline? Because like Elidibus used a little ether through the crystal tower. Like that doesn't check out to me.
I mean, the Crystal Tower had already like proven to be able to travel through time and space, right?
I mean, the Crystal Tower is literally a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, but it was a Deus Ex Machina that used to require more.
Right, and I think.
Yeah, but
like it required like, a lot.
Grahatia is like
here's the thing, because Grahatia's timeline, it wasn't just the Crystal Tower. They the Ironworks also used the power
they
of
worked on
Alexander.
it.
They also used the power of Omega.
Yeah, they worked on it and stuff.
Yeah, so I guess you can say, oh, they used the already modified Crystal Tower by
yeah, but
the
also
Ironworks.
like the Asians like are shown to be able to like traverse from like shard to shard easily, right?
That's what I use to justify it.
Like Emmett Selk, like he was on the Source, he was with us and Garlemald, and then he was on the First, and you know, like, and Elidibus too, right? And like we never really questioned it, right? Like they can do it, so they obviously have more knowledge about this whole like time space fuckery than
well, more
we
space
do.
than time. Traversing space like that is not a problem I have. It's the time part, and by as much as we did.
But I don't think like space is necessarily like the best way to describe it. It's like not just space, it's like parallel existences, right? Which is basically just timeline traveling, like timeline hopping, right?
That's kind of the excuse that I made up for it as well. It's like it shows, if it just shows that with even just a sliver of Elidibus's power, he's still able to do that.
Yeah, and like
despite expending his existence.
Because the separate, like the whole idea of like the shards is like, you know, they're not just like physically separate worlds, right? Like it's not like we could like create a rocket ship, go to outer space, and visit the First,
that's
right?
true or not.
No, because they're not connected in time. Remember what Grahatia said when we first arrived on the First? He was like, oh yeah, like the time isn't necessarily one-to-one between the Source and the First. Like in the like day or two that you were on the Source, like 5 years passed for Thancred, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just the way I still, you know, even if time and space isn't connected so much, the way I still feel is that time travel in most stories should not be taken lightly, and this story is not an exception. The Ascians had every single motivation to seek a way to solve the final days and undo the Sundering. If they had the means to travel back to the time of the final days, any one of them, they would have done it instantly if they believed it was possible and if they felt the need to go through it. So, like, with all the power they have and all the time that they had, their conclusion was never, let's try and go back in time to seek more information about the final days.
Okay.
Or let's go back in time to change something about, like, any of those conclusions they never came to.
Yeah, I agree. However, I wonder if it's partly like they cannot, like the extent of, if they could time travel, the extent of the time travel is the way that it is done in Endwalker, where you can't change the past, or you can't change the future. But then the only reason that Graha is able to do that is because of Ironworks and Alexander and timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it was a little bit justified then, in my opinion, only because
Yeah.
they had themselves spent a few hundred years and a lot of people of manpower. Even if Ascians would usually be able to accomplish more in that time, by chance they may not have. By chance they may not have constructed these things. But there's just sort of an ease by which we traveled back in time that felt a little bit unearned.
I also don't think they had the time to do so.
They didn't have the time?
I don't know
The
how long
Ascians?
between, like... Yeah, I don't know how long it was between the beginning of the final days and, like, the final destruction of Etheris.
I mean, I'm
But also,
talking
like,
about
if you think about it, right? Like, their goal wasn't
any of the time.
Their goal
from-
wasn't necessarily to prevent, like, the final days, right? Like, their whole goal was to, like, rejoin the world and bring back the people that were given up in order to summon
Yeah.
Zodiac, and Zodiac was only summoned because the final days were there, right?
Yeah.
So if they
Fair.
go back in
it's true. Once
time
they're-
to
once
the
they're
final
connected to
days,
Zodiac, once they're connected to Zodiac, they only want Zodiac, and that's fine. But even then, they would have just gone back in time to before the Sundering or something like that, right?
Yeah, but the final days
there
are
may not
still
have been
gonna
a lot of
happen.
time until the Sundering, but
because Zodiac was summoned because of the final days, right?
yeah.
And then, like, they don't care about the final days. They care about the people they lost to summon Zodiac. But either they were going to lose them to summoning Zodiac or lose them to the final days. So going back in time wouldn't have fixed anything.
Yeah.
Their goal
I mean-
was to, like, bring their people back into their current existence, you know?
It's because they're tempered. If they weren't tempered, they would have found a way to go back in time and prevent it all. But because they're tempered, they're gonna want Zodiac above all else, with the notion that they can get what they want as well. But because
Yeah, I
they're
mean, it's
tempered,
somewhat
they're not
I
gonna
still feel
they're
like
not gonna
time
do
travel
something that's not
always
gonna
helps a case.
prevent
Like, if you're
Zodiac.
trying to solve a problem, and time travel was a question, it is pretty much always going to be better for you to time travel.
Which is why I hate time travel. I
Yeah.
hate it so much in all fiction.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like time
very
travel either.
shitty. It is not a great way to tell stories. And also why Avengers Endgame is not a good movie. I don't know why. But anyway, moving
Wait,
on
what?
from
They go
that.
back in time in Avengers?
Yeah, they literally had to go
Yeah, they
go
do.
back in time to grab the stones,
Yes.
use them, and
God.
It's just they followed
then-
up like one of the best movies they had ever made with like a very mediocre movie, and it really angers me that everyone got excited about the one
Yes.
where they solved
finally.
everything by going
Thank
back
you.
in time.
Thank you. You have
Like-
validated my teenage self so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I felt like I was taking crazy pills when people were saying that.
Yeah, because people were just like, I mean, I don't know. It's just that, like, Infinity War was. I was shocked. It was an actually good movie. Like, they made a genuinely very good quality movie with like a good story and everything, and then they just followed it up with like, okay, we'll just go back in time and solve the problems.
They're just
But-
like, okay, the world is broken, half the population is dead, 5 years have passed, killing the villain didn't solve anything. Where do we go from here?
yes,
There-
go
that's
back in
such a
time and
compelling. That's so compelling. That is such a bleak premise. And then they're like, well, the only solution is to go back in time.
I mean, as far as I'm like Infinity War is a fine ending in my book. Make it a sad ending. I don't
It
care.
really is.
Because it's
I
just
say
a
that
good
in the
movie.
best way possible.
You need more tragic endings in media.
Which is why I liked Infinity War.
Which is why
I mean-
Mother 3 is such a great game, because there's just such a great feeling about the very end.
January 2nd is the... Oh, it's gonna take a while.
But yeah, honestly, that's why I feel very iffy about this. Because sure, like I was willing to forgive the time travel in Shadowbringers, and that's partially because it wasn't like us, the main character, using time travel to solve our own problems. It's like, oop, we need to go back and fix problem, you know. Like, even in this case, it's not that big of a deal. Because the actual outcome of this, at least for the time being, the only real thing Okay, I guess there's two things. One of them is a little shittier than the other. But the main outcome is that we've learned how the final days happened. It's a pretty much exposition Heidelin could have told us herself. The worst outcome story-wise, in my opinion, is the fact that we technically also caused Venat to know about it as well. Like, we were the reason Venat knew about it. And the logic is a little circular and a little bit more time travel problematic, but I'll let that slide. I'm just kind of like, okay, if it was that easy for us to travel back, I can't shake from my head that the Asians would have benefited so much, like, from the ability to time travel, even a little bit, right? Up the Warrior of Light's fucking shit up a little bit. Well, let's just time travel and, you know, try again. You know? Oh, let's time travel and, you know, like, oh, we accidentally didn't do a good job with the first shard. Let's time travel and go again. It just seems like...
Or even, like, not even to fix it if they can't fix it, right? It's like, at least they can learn from their mistakes and be like, okay, so this is what went wrong, and now we can do it for the next one.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a little nitpicky to worry about that, because the section, as I said, did turn out pretty good. I'm kind of glad it was there.
Yeah, I forgive the... In most cases of time travel, I'm like, if the rest of the reason that they did time travel in the first place is good, then I guess I'll forgive it.
Yeah. I'm pretty harsh on time travel in stories. I really wish they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, if they're going to do it, like, please think a little harder about it, is kind of my thing. And so many fucking story writers just don't think that hard about it. Like, do they not see all the... Like, yeah, like, why don't they use it lightly? It's their fucking job. Their job is to write stories. Why are they not taking this like why are they taking it so lightly? I don't understand. I try to think of other examples. There's examples. I've seen examples in my mind of, like, good time travel usage.
But even good time travel has its issues. Which is why I think, like,
I
time
feel
travel
like there's
is inherent.
at one point I came across a time travel story where I was like, okay, this is good. This is what I'm looking for, but I completely forget what I was thinking of.
I think I've heard that there are some sci-fi books that are, like, really, really, really good with time travel, but I haven't gotten to them. I don't remember what they are anymore.
Yeah.
Was it Wheels of Time?
I don't think so. I feel like I've come across one or two, like, pieces of media that did time travel, and I was like, okay, that's how you do it. I wouldn't count something like Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's like the only thing it doesn't deal with is time travel.
And also
like
for things that are silly, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan has the best time travel.
What?
I believe that.
The Jackie Chan cartoon has the best time travel.
I haven't watched that. I forgot that show existed.
I don't think you're missing anything.
All I remember is one time he was on a he was fighting and he got pushed onto a car and he ripped off the windshield wipers to use that to fight. That's all I remember.
It's just a silly cartoon.
Are we good with the time travel thing now? Or not good?
I will never be good with time travel.
No,
Neither
I
will
mean,
I.
no,
As
I'm not
I
talking about.
specified.
I'm not talking about finishing the. I mean, I'm just talking about are we done with this conversation for now? I know it's not
Nope.
gonna be.
We are never done with this conversation as alright. As long as you are in this voice chat, we will talk about it. And if you
have to time travel to
ever
get away from
rejoin this voice chat, we will restart the conversation. About time travel.
We'll restart where you left off to catch you up.
Yeah.
The quorum disbanded, and let's try to look for a party right now.
No. Why isn't the PGM working? Why isn't the PGM working? Dude.
I did come out here though to try and grab you and keep doing MSQ. We've got a quest to finish.
You have to use Orchestrion, I think.
Orchestrion?
You have that.
But I didn't.
No,
hear the
like
question last.
the plugin for it that you can set it to none. Because usually most songs they usually set it to none.
Oh, okay.
Open up your if you have the Arcane plugin, yeah. That's just the settings.
Oh, and then how do I?
It is. It is. You just type in porch /porch, yeah, there, and then try it out.
There you go. You're so smart.
Did you ever end up watching that video earlier?
Wait, did you reading through the story? No.
No, the Midori video.
The harvest dance music is too loud. Wait, okay. Say it again.
Did you actually end up watching the Midori video?
No, I didn't actually. Okay. Okay. I'm entering the main hall.
You just bust down the door. Cryo, holy fuck!
What?
Cryo, holy fuck! You're not going to believe
No,
this.
yeah. Okay, I'm talking to Kyle. Lukewarm and Hinano, impeccable timing as always. I'd heard you were off on the first as a part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so often seems the case while you're away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back.
Help me, I've seen them too many.
Do you see the really long cutscene?
Yeah, we saw the really long cutscene. Oh, my... What level is this quest? 88. Oh no, I can't do MSQ and Scholar and Summoner anymore. I guess that's fine.
Wait, it's 88?
Yeah, it's 88.
It's 88. Welcome
Wait.
to a level up.
No, 88.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Dragoon and Paladin are both 87.
We need to level up.
I can.
We can do a level up. We can try to do level up.
I
Yeah.
have.
We can do MSQ roulette. That should give you a lot of XP, right?
Ooh.
And then, like,
MSQ
we can
roulette?
unsync
Someone say
someone's
MSQ
tails.
Did someone say?
I mean, one MSQ roulette should easily be enough for me to get Dragoon to 88, and I might just
cancel
stick
the
with Dragoon for the rest of it.
It's fine, I can teleport back. I do need
I mean, you're still gonna get a bunch of XP.
You're gonna get a bunch of
You should keep with 2 classes.
I should? Okay. I mean, it's getting hard to keep up, though.
Alright, come on.
Like, I literally have both of my jobs now, not yet 88.
It's too much for 1 class, but it's too little for 2 classes.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll kind of keep switching it, but...
It's like 1.75 classes.
I leveled Samurai and Red Mage.
Alright,
Wait,
so I
MSQ?
gotta... Who should I invite to the party for this roulette?
MSQ?
Brisket
Me.
Yeah, me.
and Azure. Okay.
I mean, neither of them. I don't even think about it.
I mean, I don't really need it. Mio, do you want it?
Brisket.
What?
The MSQ roulette queue?
I'm chilling here.
Because I was gonna edit the video. But that's okay. I can do it
Wait,
either
don't
way.
you need... Don't you need
If we
jobs
get
at 88?
if we get prey, you can just do whatever.
Because like my dancer is like 75%, my red mage is like 30%. I'm thinking,
What can I offload my codex on? Oh, I know what I'll do. Wait. Yeah, I'll do that.
We're doing main scenario, right?
Yeah, main scenario.
Wait, hold on. I'm just double checking which class I have that I need to
Currently
need
we
to
have
level up monk.
3 DPS and a tank. So
I need to level up monk still.
let's see. I mean, we
I
probably
mean, if we're going,
do we need a healer? Do
no, we don't.
need a healer?
No.
No. One tank, 3 DPS, optimal.
Because I'm gonna have AoE, Tepid's gonna have AoE, Azurus is gonna have AoE. We can figure it out, right?
Yeah, you can just not. Yeah.
I can just give. I can just. Yeah, I can just slightly heal up a bit in this.
If you really need it, someone can play like Psychic or some shit.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I would like to do it on Red Mage, and then I will do MSQ on Dancer or Red Mage until either of them hits 89. And then I will
I
switch
was
the other
planning
one.
to give it. I was planning to give like the MSQ one to my monk because it's level 5 at the moment.
Oh,
5?
Oh, 50 you mean?
55.
Oh, 55.
Oh, 55.
Okay, Tepid, you wanted on Bard, right?
No, 5.
No. I'm gonna be doing a machinist.
Oh, Machinist, okay.
Actually, yeah, machinist.
Okay, well, Azurus, are you okay with doing it on tank now?
Yep.
Okay.
I give it to
we'll
Dark
queue
Knight.
us in. Oh wait, you use party lead. Haha.
Give me just a second. Gonna do a little inventory stuff, but it's not much.
The Katis's robe of casting doesn't look as good on Lala. Doesn't look very good on Lala.
The what?
Katis's robe of casting.
Oh.
The axe does look nice though.
Yeah, the axe is really good.
I'll definitely save the axe. Oh, that's better gear. Okay. The fending gloves are also quite.
The book from the dungeon is amazing.
Yes, I really like the book. It's transparent.
I did not get the book. Oh, transparent.
Yeah.
It's like for in one side it has a hole.
Yeah.
A see-through hole, and the other side is solid.
Yeah. I really like the
It's really good.
one.
Oh, yeah,
I
so we
use
do a
this.
little bit
I
of,
use the hat and on my
Uncle grinding later.
on my stage plan.
Wait, let me sort.
Oh, when is the Moogle thing ending?
6.3.
When is 6.3?
10.
That's a wonderful question.
January 10.
I think it's like January 10th or something.
Yes, it
like
is.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really soon. Shit.
You have like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you still have.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
little
hear for
less.
like a week.
Oh.
So I've been neglected to it. So.
I'm not gonna hear until like the 6th.
Alright, I'm queuing it for main scenario.
Wait,
Are you
wait, wait.
ready?
Wait.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Also just clear out my inventory really quickly. That'll be good enough, I guess.
Just let me know.
Yep, I'm good.
What the?
Go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the Katis's gear.
You look so fancy.
Once you change 9 like that. Okay, pray, so you have time to edit.
Yo, we're gonna get 10 tomestones. So many tomestones. Look at you guys with your clams.
I'm not going.
Well, it looks nice though, because it's just dungeon door. Dungeon gear's good. Just have plain old Charlie
Last day, this was Nightman duty, so a lot of us
Yeah.
decided to go with clown clams.
Pink clowns, and we voice acted the whole thing.
No, God, that's hide.
Sid had the Uru voice, guys had a Kermit voice.
Glamored is life, though. It's been so long since I've done any content on Glamored. I would never. There's no benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Are you doing fine?
Yeah, after this call, I'll just do this quick.
Yeah, no,
Just do this quick.
Wait for Azeros.
Oh. Eating dishes?
Who knows? Not to get AFK.
Sometimes I think my spear looks like a dragon head, but sometimes I think it looks almost like a giraffe head.
A giraffe. I see it. I can't unsee the giraffe. No, it's a giraffe. Fuck. That's a giraffe.
Like, I'm like, oh, it's kind of a dragon head, and I'm just like,
no, that's a giraffe. Dragfin. Yeah, that's a giraffe. That's 100% a giraffe.
With gears. Mechanical giraffe.
Mecha giraffe.
How do I boost the audio of this video?
Why do Lalafell men have to have, like, gamer neck?
They have what?
First,
If gamer
let's
neck.
start from scratch by creating a new...
Look at my C pose.
Right. Open the inspector.
Look at my characters.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just because the heads are really front no, women don't. You're right. Why do you have gamer neck?
I feel like it looks a little better on Shifuru than it does on White Mage. Lalafell male White Mage is C pose is like this, but slightly less cool because the feet aren't in like a cool position. So like White Mage male's Lalafell C pose is this, but without the foot like sort of like on its toe. It's just fucking standing there with your neck forward or your head forward. Like the only notable thing about your stance is that your head is forward, and literally nothing else is different. Worst C pose I have. And I wish I had the female Dragoon C pose.
I feel so bad for all the male Dark Knights. The male Dark Knight C pose is awful.
Especially on Lalafell's, I think.
Yeah. I think everyone should have the...
Like on Azeros, it looks pretty good. On Lalafell, it looks really weird.
Yeah, on Azeros it's alright, but I think
Yeah.
having it like stuck in the ground in front of you, I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, it's great. I think it's better by a little bit.
Yeah. This is just the cloud pose.
You mean the male Dark
Yeah,
Knight
the male
pose
one
is
is just the
that
cloud pose.
Yeah. There's actually another game I do want to play.
You
I'm
mean
curious
the
what people
circle?
think about Final Fantasy VII. Because I want to play Final Fantasy VII and I don't know if I should go through the remake or if I should play the original.
Well,
and I'm pretty
the
torn.
remake is gonna be one, expensive, and two, gonna take a while for it to come out.
Yeah, I'd say if you want
Yeah.
to play it sooner, play the original.
But I don't really want to play it sooner or later. I just want to play it at some point in my life.
I think there isn't gonna be a consensus until the second part is out.
Yeah, the biggest problem is, from what I've heard, it's not like the changes they've made are not insignificant. It sounds like
they made big
they're
changes.
actually considering going through a completely different story route.
Which I would be down with. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's interesting, but now it makes the decision of which one I want to play a lot harder. Because
Well-
for me, like, I don't need good graphics.
Okay, let's go.
But I know from experience that it definitely helps me enjoy the experience.
But
Case
if
in
it's-
point, Half-Life and Black Mesa.
But if they're different, then you can
Then
just
it
play
changes
both.
things a lot. Yeah.
It changes things and makes it easier because then you just play both.
Yeah, except the time. That's the big thing for me. Final
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
IV was a slog for me. I could have gotten through it more, but it was just painful how many hours I had to sink into that game.
Like,
I
not
am
even-
living dead. I'm living dead.
Like, not even mentioning the fact that there's probably grinding in FF7 like the original. I heard that the remake is just a really long game.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly the remake is... The entire remake part 1 is about as long as the entirety of FF7 original.
Yeah.
Don't forget to die.
It's not letting me.
But I will also say that the time that they added to the game is time I prefer. The FF games have a problem for me of like this like slog of like constant random encounters. I don't like that. I didn't like it in FF4. I'm not gonna like it in 6. There's no way to get me to like that. And in 7, a lot more of it was filled in with like story-based and exploration-based stuff. Which I prefer a lot more. And I think I'd like the combat in 7 Remake more. That's
Yeah.
the other thing.
From what I've heard,
I'm not a fan of ATV. It became so painful eventually in 4 that I could barely get myself to finish the game. And I eventually did. I figured out a way to enjoy it enough to finish the game, but I had to push myself.
yeah, from what I've heard about the remake, it sounds like the remake is probably up my alley.
Yeah.
Like more so than the original.
So I just don't know if they're really going to change it that much and assume that much previous knowledge, then I might be kind of fucked if I just go straight into the remake. Like, I like a cohesive Toy Story experience. It's often like the number one thing I want in a game that tries to give you a story. But I don't care that much because right now I'm going through 6. I wanted to do 4 first, just because I heard it was a good entry point, and I also heard 6 is, it's nice to give yourself expectations of what Final Fantasy games are like before going to 6 as well. So I decided to do 4 first. And with the experience of 14 and 4, I thought it would be good to start 6. And I'm enjoying it.
Without
the little bits of 6 I've seen.
I was just gonna ask without spoilers.
A lot more.
Okay.
I mean, I know you guys heard me complain about 4, but I will say my experience starting 4 was also like pretty good. I was always iffy on 4, but for most of my experience going through it, it was not that bad. I got really frustrated with the intense grinding of a combat system I didn't like that much. That's why I started hating it so much. I also think that story-wise for 4, without spoiling too much, I will say the story in 4 kind of got worse as it went on. Like, it had an intriguing start that continued on in a sort of semi-generic way, but it at least, like, I felt like I was kept on my toes. Do people here care about spoilers for 4 at all? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I made some things. Does anyone care?
I don't care.
Alright, I'm going for it.
Don't care.
Progressively through the story, a lot of characters were dying, which I kind of like the fact that I felt like there were no like, you know, characters could die, and you know, I was like, okay, so the stakes are high, right? And I liked that it was a high stakes story. And even as the story got more generic, I liked that I was kept on my toes. I didn't know who was gonna go. And near the end, like, a thing happens and they just all get brought back to life for like no apparent reason. And this was right around when the story was getting even more generic. And I just, like, at that point, I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like, I lost so much respect for the story in that moment.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, and it wasn't as much that like characters come back to life or anything. It was just because the story was getting even extra generic at the time.
Damn, that whole cutscene just brought back my living dead.
And I forgot how fast 3 DPS goes.
Yeah.
Very fast.
I forgot to eat an egg! No, my 3% XP!
You're 3%, how dare you?
Even better with 3
Me
DPS on a
too.
tank rather than 3 DPS on a healer.
Yeah.
Although the white mage worked very well.
Yeah.
The white mage, yeah, just keep everyone in check, but oh well. Yeah, this one's... Come on.
I would be a fan if they could like automatically change when character like party effect. So like for a 4-person party or something, show player effects, but if it's like a full party, don't show player effects.
Oh, that'd be neat. They'll never have that.
Is that an actual plugin?
They should. I'm saying they should make a plugin for that.
Yeah.
You can kind of do it with macros, can't you?
You probably could, or at least like, well, you can do it automatically, and that kind of makes sense. But you can speed up the process. It's also just not really today. I don't care that much. I'm pretty happy with the show limited version. That being said, though, like, come to think of it, I'm like, I never had a problem with showing all the effects before. It only started to become a real problem with 8, and especially in Alliance runs.
Oh, yeah.
it's Nero. Nero is going to be the final boss of top.
But he's a bottom.
Yeah, you're right. He can't be the final boss. It's going to be a transitional boss. Like La Habrea and Ubu.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Alright, good night.
Sorry that I can't stay up to watch
That's
the rest
alright.
of the session.
I don't know how much longer I'll go, but under the condition that we can maybe start like earlier tomorrow.
Yeah, I that's what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean that way I was actually thinking because Ron goes to bed earlier, I could like use that to help me go to bed earlier. And because we're both like free all day every day for a while, we can choose to just start earlier.
Oh yeah,
It'll-
and I'm just letting you know, there's probably a 50% chance that by go to bed I mean I'll just be in Discord chat on my phone in bed in about 10 or 20 minutes.
This is what all people mean when they say go to bed.
Right.
It means
see
they
ya.
will lie in bed and be like, fuck, I don't want to sleep. And they'll just go on their phone.
Mm-hmm. Alright, see ya.
I'm gonna render the video now.
I'm pretty sure this is accepting that is what Fana was talking about when it came to accepting the sorrows of life in tandem with the joy. And if you can't see that, you deserve sundering. I needed to double check for myself that we were in correct content spoilers, because that would have been dangerous. Granted, actually, if someone was not in a very specific set of levels in the game, it would actually not mean much.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Nanaji story-wise? Has she gotten to 5.3 yet?
I don't think so. No, she did 5.3. She hasn't, or she's in 5. I don't think she's
Yeah.
like 5 point.
She's been there for a while. So has she been in game?
I don't think so.
She hasn't been
I
subbed.
haven't seen her logged in a while. Okay.
You look
I am
so
kind of
dopey.
lucky because, like, one of my old roommate's friends is going through Endwalker now, which I guess is also me. And they're like, "Hey, are you going through?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I am." And they're like, "Oh, he's pestering me to get started again on Final Fantasy 14." So I might have more friends back.
You have what?
My old roommates are thinking of, or one of them at least is thinking of getting back to the game.
Ooh.
I know Cameron specifically is gonna love the story in this game. He really likes stories with a lot of like little twists and turns and lore bits and stuff, and it's perfect for him.
I'm still in the cutscene because I was slow to load in. Wait,
Uh-oh.
what? Oh, there we go. That was weird.
I got the electrocution. I should have waited to teleport in.
Nah, I got her. Let's do it.
I don't have recurrence this level.
Yeah. I'd take over.
I won't die here, but that's okay. Finish him. You guys got it, right?
Yeah.
I just think I have no external healing abilities. Machinist has mid. Wait, no. Machinist has no mids at this level, I think. I've got a mid, but I used it early on.
I do not have the equivalent of a shield samba yet.
Yeah. So it's literally just faint. And then reprisal. The Katissa's casting set looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been getting like no maiming gear, unfortunately, through dungeons. So I think I'm just going to, for this turn around, I think I'm gonna use the crafted stuff on Dragoon.
Katissa's maiming gear looks pretty good.
I just think the Katissa's casting set is like such a good, typical fantasy casting set.
Yeah.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lip down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
rendered.
What's 74% rendered?
The video.
Oh, okay. Are you uploading it to YouTube?
Yeah, I am. Quality's not great, but that's fine.
I'm gonna go get food.
Okay.
The render thing.
Sweets.
Ah, perfect timing. What's up?
I guess we'll wait.
Yeah, we're still waiting for 2 people.
Well, no,
We're
just
already.
wait. Let's go.
But we don't have like external heals, so we gotta be
I'll
really.
teleport.
It's not just reprisal this. Anyways, they don't get to take too much damage yet early on, so that will.
I need to take a nap. I'll see you guys later.
You can stay out of it.
Okay.
Should probably actually dodge.
Yeah.
You can finish what you have started.
Staying out of it.
Oh, I should have stayed out of that too. Actually, no, then we would throw it back. I'll sit. No, we're fine. Okay,
It's
I'm
just
gonna
smart
take
now.
a quick though. I'm gonna like.
I'm not taking too much damage, so I'm
Oh,
fine.
I was gonna be. Oh no.
What? Oh, it's fine.
I don't think it's fine. These guys are gonna target you guys.
I've got means. Okay, we'll see if I survive this. I
7
survived.
HP. 7 HP.
Easy.
No!
What? Oh, I was really.
Didn't
I was
have
gonna
to.
leave the duty, and the thing popped up just as I clicked abandon duty.
Did I get my level? I did. I attained level 88.
Dude, I'm literally 50k EXP away from level 89.
Well, that's, I mean, 89. We shouldn't you be trying to get jobs to 88?
Yeah,
Or...
no, I know. It just coincidentally, if I had my egg on, actually, if I had my egg on for the first couple bosses, I would've... Anyway.
Alright, so do we stop MSQ for now, or do we...
I finished the video, so
if we're not planning on finishing it, I don't really plan on starting it.
Okay.
It was a not bad stopping point, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty hyped to keep going, and we'll keep going like pretty early tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Do you want to like set a certain time just so like we, because I have a habit of like waking up and then not being fully conscious for hours. So if you give me a schedule, I'll be alive.
I'm thinking 1 or 2 p.m. EST.
Okay, so that's what?
10 or 11.
10 or 11? Okay, good idea. I will wake up at 9, and I will, get all my get stuff done by 10 to 11.
Yep, that sounds more or less good to me. It really depends on if the smell can leave my bathroom.
Is it really still stinking?
I don't know what happens there, but they were like, yeah, your bathroom smells like... I last checked in there and the window was open. For, you know, presumably the entire day. The door was closed and the window was open and it still smelled like shit.
Damn.
So I was just like, whatever, I'll leave it. But I can check again tonight and see if it is. But I'd like to like brush my teeth at least and stuff. I want to shower in there tomorrow, but like, if it stays really bad, I don't know how something like that can happen. But I guess I think they theorized like because the pipes froze or something. Like, I don't know.
Well, is the like plumbing working?
It's working now.
Okay.
The pipes have unfrozen. I mean, it's pretty warm here. Legitimately, it's like.
Because what I was scared of was that the pipes burst somewhere and that was causing the issue. But if the plumbing's working, that's fine.
They were like, oh, someone, like, a roommate might have, like, pooped in there and then, like, forgot. Or, like, didn't flush or couldn't flush because of it or something, and then it just got left there because they had to go, like, to a different state.
Do you have Febreze? I imagine it could help a bit.
I think I have it.
Or a
but
candle?
it would.
Or
I think a roommate might have it.
Or if you have a match, just light it and blow it out. That helps a lot.
Yeah, I assumed that with the door closed and the window open, like, it should eventually work its way out. But I mean, if it's bad enough, I guess it's bad enough.
That's the problem. You have the door closed. You need airflow.
Yeah, but it would have made the entire house smell bad is the problem. They didn't want that.
Okay, yeah.
And I understand that. I mean, yeah, like I use those spaces too. Not right now, but they do.
No more MSQ today?
I think so, but we'll get started bright and early tomorrow.
Which is fair.
Have you visited my house yet, Yu Yu?
Oh yeah, Tepe got a house.
I guess I haven't because you presumably got it while I was gone.
Tepid, can you make me a tenant so I can teleport from my teleportation list?
Yeah, sure. How do I do that? Is it in
under
housing
option?
settings?
Yeah, it's the housing setting.
State.
I don't know if I can be a tenant of another house, but we'll see.
No,
I
I'm
think you
pretty
can.
sure you can.
Okay.
I'll add you, Ribs, and Meatball.
You can ring to me if you want as well. I'm already there.
Oh, too late.
I
already
still okay.
teleported.
I still think there should be a path to the door.
There should be, at least.
You could probably double up on it. It would take a bit more of you know, relatively limited item space though, so I understand.
Okay, I guess it's Yu's turn now in the
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
It's a Japanese style house in Imperium. I'm sorry. I can't enter on principle. No, it's cool though.
it's fine because there's an RP reason, so that fixes it, right?
Okay. I forgive you.
Okay, now let's enter.
Oh, I'm jealous. You got the bonfire during the event.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
yeah.
Oh, I got the bonfire too.
Oh, really? Well, actually, it wouldn't look good in our place because I built it around the assumption we didn't have a bonfire.
Okay, so originally I was going to not make it a Japanese house because of the same reason that you don't like Japanese houses in Imperium. But I was like, okay, this house is really good though, so I was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna search
it is
for
pretty
items.
nice.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I do
look
have a
that bad.
bonfire.
I do get genuinely a little bit annoyed, and not that there's anything I can do about it. Like, they have their rights to build whatever the hell they want. But like, if it's like a full-sized mansion and it's like full,
if it's like the Nampu with the bright red.
Yeah, like it feels obnoxious in Imperial. Like it. And again, like I don't. I know I don't really have I have no
Wait, I'm
means to
looking for something.
complain. But I'm just
Also when people
that feels.
Okay,
it
I
feels
found it.
obnoxious. It feels showy. It feels like it's.
I have the
going
same
against-
feeling with the candy houses.
Tepid,
I really don't like the candy
I
houses.
hate that you just have the shelf in the middle of the thing.
What do you
Like
mean?
there's like a gap between the wall and the shelf. There's nothing there.
I think it's not so bad. I
That's
understand.
how stores are made. Are laid out.
Yeah, but do you want to
It's just so
think would
big, it
assist
blocks a
maybe?
view of everything.
I
You want me
think
to
maybe
put
you could
shelves
move
there?
the
I think,
shelf,
like, if you
another
move it
shelf. I was thinking
Yeah,
another
if you move
shelf
it
on the
one-
wall here, maybe.
Yeah, okay. I need to buy
like a
more
second
cars,
one. So it
Oh,
feels
God,
like
more
you're walking
jars.
between. Right,
Yeah,
like
I can do that. I was planning to do that, but then I wasn't sure
Mhm.
if that would be too bulky.
So many jars.
Oh yeah,
It's
count how many
tea,
jars.
right? It's tea
count-
and.
It's tea, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like tea containers to me.
Okay, you
I
count
was
how
gonna-
many count how many jars
Oh,
are in this.
You did Eureka. Do you by any chance have jars?
I sell most of the stuff from Eureka, but
Okay.
maybe. I mean,
I thought maybe not, but I just want to check them. Yes, please don't eat them.
I'm not going to eat them.
Okay.
I just clicked on them. I want to see what they were.
wait, you can
Oh.
eat them?
Yes.
Oh, if you're a tenant, I guess you can't
Yeah.
eat
Yeah.
them. It's kind of crazy that you can just like eat food furniture.
It's crazy that you can eat food.
Yeah, that's insane, man. What if instead you could, have the final days?
Oh, I don't. Do I not have?
I didn't give any permissions.
Well,
No, you do not have permission to change
I can access the
Testrian.
summoning bell. How do I buy things?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you can't.
I
I
like
wish-
the tea.
Oh,
So,
I like the little surprise at the bottom of the stairs. Lukewarm likes the surprise. I think. Right, look, surprise.
Yeah, so you can't interact with those normally, which I wish you could.
What is the song? Because it does sound like an orchestra tuning, but like also like badly.
It is supposed to be a piece. But you have to sync. You have to have multiple people to sync it up.
I just want the house, but that's like next year already.
Next year.
Well, they're adding more words again.
Yeah. I mean, like the results is on January 2. And
I'm glad. It actually does seem like they're really putting in the effort to add more words.
I do like the red.
I hope it's right.
It's red.
they just need more private wards because some
Wait, what
that
is about the
that's
red?
stupid.
I like this.
Oh.
It's almost...
Yeah. The red is only there because of the partitions.
Oh, I like it though. I just think it looks
Yeah.
nice.
I can like change all the walls into partitions, but that's just
probably a waste.
unnecessary work.
They just need more. They just need more private ones because the the free company ones is.
Well, they made a kind of mistake, but most of the ones they're adding now are all private, right?
I believe so.
Hopefully.
Or at least like there's like one free company and like a bunch of private ones. So I think they got the picture that they kind of fucked up with the free company estates.
I'm still thinking what design
they
should
really
I
didn't,
do.
They really didn't have a good sense of demand for free company estates because I feel like there's just not that high demand for free company estates.
No.
Like every once in a while you hear complaints like, oh, our free company can't get a house, but like, and that's fair. I mean, free companies should have houses, probably priority over individuals, but like, you know.
Oh yeah, there's no Christmas money, so maybe it's time to join ACFN.
They didn't give you any Christmas money? Damn. Well, you can if you want. It's not that active these days. It's a little more active than it was like a few weeks ago, but
Did Nice Guy tell you about dancing on the corpses of things?
What?
What?
Oh, okay. You will log on now.
Oh, I was about to log out. I'll stay in then.
He wishes to dance on the corpses of primals.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like